Stop for a moment and consider this. What if the best version of you, the one living your dream life, the one who navigated every pitfall and chose the perfect path, is right now observing your every decision? That perfect self already has the career you long for. They might have built the business you are still hesitant to launch, even though the idea consumes your thoughts. Perhaps this version of you has the perfect partner you are seeking, or the high-end vehicle you keep adding to your vision board year after year. Crucially, this version of you knows exactly how to achieve all of it. Wouldn't it be incredible to receive a direct hint or a complete roadmap from them? The idea of parallel realities might sound like something ripped from a sci-fi blockbuster, but the truth is, it resonates deeply in both the spiritual and scientific realms. Quantum physics reveals that the reality we perceive is just one possibility among an infinite field of possibilities. Every single decision you make, every choice to turn right instead of left, to speak up instead of staying silent, instantaneously creates a branching path in the universe. You are not confined to a single timeline. You are living within a vast, dynamic spectrum of yous. In each of these timelines, there is a version of you. Some are facing challenges you have yet to overcome, and others are living extraordinary lives. But all these versions share a deep, invisible connection with you, a profound, energetic resonance. Connecting with these alternative versions of yourself is not just an esoteric curiosity. It is the most powerful tool for transformation and personal development. It's like accessing the accumulated wisdom of a self that has already overcome the very challenges you face today. You see, you don't need to struggle through every lesson from scratch. When you tune into this connection, you are able to receive experience accumulated without the associated loss or pain. Today, we embark on a deep and transformative journey where you will discover the concrete signs your parallel version is sending you and how to consciously align with the highest, most abundant reality available to you. This path will unlock a more conscious life aligned with your true purpose. To truly grasp how a communication from another version of you is possible, we must look beyond the surface of everyday life and dive into the foundational blueprints of reality. This phenomenon is supported by two powerful pillars: the spiritual principle of unity and the mind-bending findings of quantum physics. First, the spiritual perspective. Think of the entire universe not as a collection of separate objects, but as a vast, boundless ocean of universal consciousness. Every being, every galaxy, and every version of you is simply a unique wave, a distinct manifestation rising from that same single body of water. This means your parallel selves aren't random copies floating in space. They are different expressions, different drops of reality, all sourced from your core, singular consciousness. You are infinitely multifaceted, and those other versions are simply proving your immense potential. Now, let's turn to the scientific view. At its core, this is rooted in the concept of quantum superposition. This isn't just abstract theory. It suggests that on a fundamental level, subatomic particles, and by extension, reality itself, exist in all possible states simultaneously. Think of your life as standing in front of the library of infinite possibilities. Every single book on every shelf is a potential timeline, a reality where you made a different choice. These books are already written, and they all exist right now. Your consciousness acts like a powerful flashlight. Crucially, every thought and every intention you hold acts like a directional current. When you shine that light, when you observe, focus, and make a conscious decision, you are effectively collapsing the wave function, manifesting that specific book as your current, lived experience. The moment you shift your focus or your feeling state, you are potentially moving to another book, another timeline. The profound realization is this: these different versions are separated only by thin vibrational frequency barriers. They are linked not by some fictional cosmic phone line, but by a powerful energetic resonance. When you experience a sign from a parallel self, it's not telepathy. It's like two instruments tuned to the same specific frequency, say, the frequency of success or joy, suddenly resonating together. Your job isn't to find them. Your job is to tune your own instrument so clearly that the message from the version already living your ideal life simply rings true. This foundation proves that connecting with your other selves is not a bizarre stretch of the imagination. It is an inherent feature of the universe. So if these parallel versions of you are constantly sending messages, how do you actually receive them? How do you distinguish a genuine cosmic whisper from everyday noise? The communication from your higher self rarely arrives as a clear-cut email. Instead, it appears as familiar yet profound shifts in your perception. Let's explore the 5 most common signs that indicate a parallel version of you is trying to guide your path. Sign 1. Déjà vu. The energetic synchronization. Déjà vu. That strange momentary sensation that you've lived this exact moment before. Most dismiss it as a mental hiccup, but often it is much more. It's a moment of energetic synchronization. Imagine your current reality as a long, winding highway. Déjà vu is a flash, a split second where you are so precisely aligned with a parallel version of yourself that you briefly see their GPS, which shows a section of the road they have already traveled. For that brief instant, the barrier between your timelines dissolve, allowing your consciousness to register an experience already lived by an alternate you. It's a powerful confirmation that you are right where you need to be to receive the next instruction. Sign 2. Synchronicities. The billboard effect. Synchronicities are those meaningful coincidences that defy logic, the repeated citing of certain numbers, symbols, or even phrases that feel too well aligned to be accidental. These aren't just random luck, they are the breadcrumb trail left by your parallel navigator. Let's say you've been struggling with the intuition to quit your corporate job and launch a creative venture. You start seeing the same symbol, perhaps a specific stylized logo of a phoenix or an ancient compass, everywhere on social media ads, in a casual conversation, even on a street artist's mural. Your parallel version, the successful CEO of that creative venture, is using what we call the billboard effect. They are amplifying the signal, using these repeated occurrences as a clear signpost to point you in the direction they already know leads to success. It's a call to action. Pay attention to the pattern, not the individual events. Sign 3. Vivid dreams. The virtual training ground. Dreams are more than just subconscious processing. They can be vivid windows into other realities. When you experience a particularly vivid dream, one that feels utterly real and leaves a lasting emotional impact, it might be a virtual training ground. Your higher self is giving you a simulation, like strapping on VR goggles and downloading the memories of a life you haven't yet lived. You might dream of successfully launching a massive project or living peacefully in a foreign country, experiences that feel both foreign and strangely familiar. Lucid dreaming is even more powerful. In that state, you become an active participant, where you can consciously ask questions and interact directly with the memories or experiences of your alternate selves. Pay close attention to the details, the people, the places, the dominant emotion. These carry crucial guidance for your waking choices. Sign 4. Feeling out of place. The calibration moment. Have you ever felt profoundly out of place, as if the reality around you doesn't quite fit? This is often described as feeling out of time or suddenly disconnected from your surroundings. This is not a lapse in sanity, it's a calibration moment. Imagine your inner consciousness as a radio receiver. This feeling occurs when your receiver momentarily tunes into a crystal clear, distinct frequency, the frequency of your ideal life. This is your soul showing you how profoundly you have deviated from your optimal timeline. It's a message that your inner self knows you should be somewhere else or doing something different. Treat this discomfort not as a problem, but as a powerful navigational signal guiding you back to your optimal self. Sign 5. Unexplained intuition. The downloaded answer. We all experience intuition, that strong inner knowing that guides you without apparent logical reason. But what if those incredibly strong hunches are actually a downloaded answer from the version of you who already knows the outcome? This parallel version, who already made the choice and lived the result, is sending you a preloaded message to act in a certain way. This inner voice isn't a guess, it's a form of communication trying to steer you toward the right path. If something feels right or resonates deeply, trust that immediate inner guidance. Sign 6. Sudden changes in behavior. The system reboot. Perhaps you notice sudden inexplicable shifts in your habits, interests, or daily routines. You might suddenly develop an intense desire to learn a new complex skill or start adopting habits like early morning runs or mindful eating without a clear, conscious decision to do so. This is like a system reboot where your parallel self has successfully integrated a new habit, say, discipline or artistic focus, and is now projecting that new driver or behavior into your current operating system. This is a reflection of a deeper connection with a version of you that has already incorporated these higher frequency actions. These 6 signs are the whispers of your infinite potential, but receiving the message is only the first step. Next, we will discuss the essential practice of vibrational attunement, the key to turning these whispers into a clear, constant dialogue. To transform those whispers into a clear, constant dialogue, you must become a conscious participant. The key to maintaining this connection is vibrational attunement. Remember the parallel version of you, the one living in success, abundance, and peace. That version is vibrating at a consistent high frequency. If your inner radio receiver is currently tuned to the frequency of anxiety, doubt, or scarcity, the signal from your highest self will be nothing but static. Your goal is to match their frequency. Vibrational attunement is a daily practice, focusing on shifting your core energetic state. Here are the 2 fundamental practices that act as powerful frequency boosters. 1. Gratitude. The vibrational magnet. Gratitude is far more than a polite sentiment. It is the universal language that instantly opens the door to the reality where your desired outcome already exists. To align with your parallel self, you must practice gratitude by feeling for things that are not yet visible. You must thank the universe with profound conviction for the successful business launch, the perfect relationship, or the abundance that is on its way. When you generate this intense feeling of already having it, you become a vibrational magnet. You are not asking for something, you are resonating with the frequency of your successful parallel self, pulling that timeline directly into your present reality. 2. Forgiveness, the energetic cleanser. If gratitude is the magnet, then unaddressed resentment, guilt, and old emotional wounds are the heavy energetic anchors chaining you to a low-frequency past. They weigh down your energy field, making it impossible to rise to the level of your ideal self. Forgiveness is your tool for becoming an energetic cleanser. You don't forgive because the other person deserves it. You forgive because you deserve to be free. Every time you consciously release a grudge or a past mistake, you are not only cutting a heavy anchor, but you are also freeing up a massive amount of energy that can now be used to maintain your high vibrational frequency. 3. Compassion, the frequency stabilizer. Cultivating compassion for yourself and others is the 3rd basic technique for elevating your vibration. Compassion acts as a frequency stabilizer. When you judge, criticize, or resist the reality of others, you lower your own energy. By extending empathy and understanding, you align with the harmony and unity of the universe. This practice draws you closer to versions of yourself that already live in more harmonious states. Remember, consistency is key, but sustaining a high frequency is not about following a routine mechanically. The intention with which you perform these practices is equally important. You need to bring a conscious intention to align your energy with the version of you that you wish to manifest. Meditation, the noise filter. View meditation as actively clearing the static from your internal radio receiver. This cleanses negative frequencies that may be blocking the connection with your higher versions. Conscious living, fuel for the frequency. Your physical body is the most critical piece of your energetic instrument. Consciously choosing high vibrational foods and using physical exercise ensures your instrument remains clean, receptive, and perfectly tuned to receive guidance. By shifting your focus from what is missing to what is being created, and by practicing these daily intentional actions, you are constructing the bridge between realities. You are no longer waiting for signs, you are actively vibrating at the level of the person you aspire to be. Now we arrive at the most crucial phase, translating the symbolic language of your parallel self into actionable wisdom for your current life. A critical first step is acknowledging that when you receive a message this profound, your initial reaction will likely be doubt or confusion. This is natural. Your ego is fighting to maintain the comfort zone of the old reality. But we have tools to move past that internal resistance. 1. The tools of decoding. Your navigator's journal. When you encounter a significant sign, you must become a detective of your own reality. The key instrument for decoding is your navigator's journal. Don't just write down the basic event. For example, "Pos, I saw the number 777. Instead, record the emotional footprint the sign left behind. Did you feel immense peace, a surge of excitement, a sudden urgency? Your parallel self communicates through feeling as much as through symbols. Look for the emotional imprint, focus on the emotion. If the symbol was paired with an overwhelming sense of relief, it confirms that the choice you are considering will lead to that relief. 2. Trusting the inner compass, intuition versus logic. When the message is received, your logical mind, your old reality's map, will likely attempt to resist or rationalize it away. But intuition, in this context, is not a guess. It's a downloaded response from the version of you who already knows the outcome. If a path feels deeply correct, even if your rational mind is screaming impossible or irresponsible, you must listen to your inner compass. Your logic is stuck navigating the old reality. Your intuition is giving you the GPS coordinates for the new one. This inner yes is your most reliable guide. 3. The practical integration, the system upgrade. This is where the real quantum leap happens. Integrating the message means being open to entirely new ways of thinking and acting. We can divide this integration into 2 parts. A. Integrating the mental upgrade. Often the message is about adopting a new way of being. The parallel self who is successful doesn't just do different things, they think differently. You must integrate their confidence, their patience, and their inherent sense of self-worth. If the message implies you are already abundant, you must start acting and thinking from that belief system today. B. Committing to the irreversible first step. If your parallel self sends you an intuitive push to change your profession or location, this is not a gentle suggestion, it's a system upgrade request. You must immediately commit to an irreversible first step, a small action that cannot easily be undone. Say you suddenly feel an overpowering, inexplicable urge to buy an old musical instrument, something entirely outside your current interests. Your rational mind screams, "Why? I'm an accountant." But this impulse could be a message from a parallel self who found incredible financial success and deep tranquility through music. To integrate this, you don't have to quit your job, but you must take the first irreversible step, purchase the instrument, or book the first lesson. This first action is the catalyst. It proves to the universe and to your parallel self that you are ready to receive and execute the wisdom. By being open to acting on these profound impulses, you are actively shifting your frequency and literally accelerating your evolution into the highest version of yourself. You are not merely observing possibilities, you are choosing them, step by intentional step. Let's wrap up this journey by exploring the final profound impact of this alignment. We have journeyed from the subtle science of superposition to the powerful, actionable steps of integration. You now possess the knowledge to perceive reality, not as a single, fixed path, but as a boundless, multi-dimensional expanse. The process of aligning with your parallel versions and applying their messages in your daily life is not merely about achieving surface goals, it is a profound path of personal and spiritual evolution. Each new understanding, each conscious choice, and every irreversible first step you take based on these messages propels you toward a higher version of yourself. This alignment accelerates your growth and expands your consciousness beyond the limits of what you previously believed possible. You begin to realize that your current reality is simply one of countless timelines, and that you are the navigator in this multidimensional space. You have the power to consciously choose which reality you wish to inhabit, based on the frequencies you emit and the decisions you make. Every sign interpreted, Every energetic anchor released and every system upgrade you implement becomes a catalyst for a life that truly reflects who you are in all your magnificent dimensions. By embracing this connection, you are not just shaping your reality, you are evolving as a being, connecting more deeply with the unity of the universe, where all versions of you coexist in harmony. Thank you for exploring this profound concept with us. Remember, your infinite potential is not future tense, it is present tense, residing in the wisdom of your parallel selves. Start tuning in today. If this video resonated with you and illuminated the signs in your own life, let's take 3 steps to amplify this message. Like and subscribe. Hit that button to ensure you continue to receive high-frequency content designed for your transformation. Share this video with someone who you know is ready to receive a message from their highest self. In the comments below, share which of the 6 signs you noticed today. Was it an unexpected synchronicity, a vivid dream, or a strong inner compass leading you forward? Your experience might be the exact key another viewer needs to unlock their own message. Thank you again for joining us on this journey. Take care and embrace your power as the conscious creator of your reality.